Hi friends, myself Aniket Renavikar, Assistant Professor, Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. In program MCOM Valuation of Real Estate, the subject is Building Construction. In this subject, the topic is a timber. We can already see the characteristics of timber, soft and hard wood of timber, and sources of timber, etc. Today we learn about the seasoning of timber, requirement of a good timber, and objectives of seasoning of timber, etc. in this topic. So friends, we can start here as per the requirements of good timber. It should be uniform. The main requirements of the good timber is it should be uniform in color and regular annual rings. Heavy weight and dark color usually indicates strength and durability. It should be free from hard and sound of tree and have straight fibers. Timber should have bright appearance with a silky luster when planed. Timber should be sweet to smell when freshly cut. A disagreeable smell indicates decay in timber. It should be sonorous. Timber should be sonorous, that is, it should give a clear sound when struck. A dull sound indicates decay in timber. It should be well seasoned, and when cut with a saw, the surface should not clog the teeth of the saw. Timber should be free from natural defects such as shakes, twisted fibers, knots, splits, etc. Timber should be durable in resisting the atmosphere effects. Timber should be tough, that is resistant to shocks. Timber should be elastic, that is regain its original shape and size when the force causing the temperature deformation is removed. Timber should not split when nail is driven into it. These are the good requirements of the good timber requirements. To fulfill this, the timber is a good for the construction purpose or other purposes. Next point is a seasoning of timber. The process of drying timber or removing moisture or sap present in a freshly felled timber under more or less controlled condition is called seasoning of timber. The process of drying timber or removing moisture or sap present in a freshly felled timber under more or less controlled conditions is now called as seasoning of timber. There are various objectives of seasoning of timber. There is a first is to minimize the tendency to shrink, wrap and split. To reduce the weight for transport purpose, handling cost, etc. To increase strength, durability and electrical resisting power. To improve the woodworking qualities in timber, including gluing, painting and polishing. To make it capable to a certain degree for protection from attack by insects and fungus. These are the various objectives of seasoning of timber. Next, we can see that the preliminary treatment of storage. The process of drying starts as soon as the tree is cut. To control over drying in order to protect the timber against rapid drying in the early stages is therefore essential. Log of wood should be completely submerged underwater. End coating of preventing splitting wood. There are two methods of seasoning. Timber is seasoned by the two methods, that is air seasoning or natural seasoning and kiln seasoning or artificial seasoning. In air seasoning or natural seasoning, the method of seasoning the timber is open air is called as air or natural seasoning. The principle of seasoning is to provide free circulation of air to allow the moisture to evaporate. This method consists in stocking the sawn timber in a dry place, cleared of grass, etc. Preferably on a high level with proper drainage arrangement should be made 30 to 45 cm above ground level and on a level floor. The timber members to be seasoned and are stacked transversely and longitudinally in alternate layers with spaces between them for free circulation of air. There are various advantages of the air seasoning or natural seasoning. That is, it is simple and economical method. It does not require much skill and attention in the process of seasoning. Being a slow process, the chances of seasoning defects in the timber are comparatively less. There are disadvantages that is it is very slow process. The moisture content cannot be reduced to is less than 50%, and the space should be required for stacking is large. More capital is required, which is blocked till the seasoning is complete. And the second type of seasoning is kiln seasoning or artificial seasoning. The method of seasoning of timber in a kiln is called as kiln seasoning or artificial seasoning. It is a quick method of seasoning timber to the desired moisture content. The moisture content by this method can be reduced to the extent of 8 to 12%, and the timber can thus be used in a short time according to the climate conditions of the locality. It is usually a machinery chamber equipped with assessment for heating, humidifying, and circulating air in the kiln. Steam is generally made for heating and humidifying in the air. In modern kilns, through furnace gases are also used for supplying heat. It is also provided with propeller fans inside the chamber for rapid circulation of air. There are various advantages of artificial seasoning or kiln seasoning. This seasoning can be done truly well and in shorter time under controlled process. The wood can be used immediately as and when required. Moisture content can be reduced as per the requirement. And also there are disadvantages of the artificial seasoning, that is, it is costlier method, so space required is less. Skilled labor is required, being a quick process of drying, continuous attention and which is required. These are the types of the methods of the seasoning. So friends, we can learn in this topic, that is the requirement of good timber, seasoning of timber, objectives of seasoning of timber, preliminary treatment of storage, or methods of seasoning, in that air seasoning or natural seasoning, kiln seasoning or artificial seasoning, and there are advantages and disadvantages we can learn in this topic. So friends, today we stop here. These should be with reference to the self-instruction material SIM developed by the MCOM Validation Real Estate Program from Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. So today we stop here. Any query in doubt regarding this, you can directly mail on following mail ID: ce_multi@shivaji.ac.in. Thank you very much.